Hello and welcome to Canuck Builds. We're back with another episode of Planet Crafter, and today we're going to be, doing a little bit of a few things. We're getting real close on a biomass perspective here on a lot of things. We've maxed out the terraformation line here now that we've got pulsar quartz. I've got everything in all the trees except for these tier 3 miner, which is ticking along. We're going to catch up to this pretty soon. And on the biomass front, we're getting close. Our insects and our animals are going like crazy, so we don't have that far to go here on a few things. And so while we wait for some of this stuff to tick up, you know, really there's not a lot left to do here. In fact, we're almost to the last thing on the insects line. We've unlocked all the plant stuff. We're going to go do a little bit of adventuring. We've only uncovered a handful of the golden chests and such around the map here. My understanding is there's something like 20 golden chests, and we also have not finished unlocking all 4 of the spaceships yet. And so I thought it'd be kind of fun to generate the, fusion energy cells here to be able to go around and finish unlocking the other 3 ships. So let me see if we can actually make that with the auto crafter be a little bit easier. I'm going to grab a couple, 2, 3 of these, and we're going to go see if we can unlock the other ships here. I know I unlocked one of them. I don't know if I've got enough. Nope, not quite enough to make a third one. I think we're probably running low on the pulsar quartz. No, indeed not. It's the osmium that I'm out of. Well, let's start off with the 2 that we've got, and we'll jump into that in a minute here. Now, I do have a list of locations for golden chests that I popped up just to get a general feel where some of them are. We've gotten a handful of them already, and honestly, I don't even know where they all are. So I'm going to start trying to knock these off, see if I can find them all with this list, and we'll see how far we get. The first one, though, that somebody mentioned to me is that there's one on the back wall here on the starting area somewhere, and I don't know if we ever actually came over here and found this. So we're going to come over here and look around, see if we can see a golden chest over here anyway. We might have gotten it. Oh, here we are, right up here. We did not get this golden crate, so we're going to go ahead and be grabbing these, and let me see here. Our water and food's running low. That's why we grabbed some more. And I'm just going to deconstruct these as we come along them. And the other one that somebody mentioned that I missed is it's on top of the spaceship here. So I'm kind of tackling the ones that people have actually come out and said, hey, you flew right by this and you've missed it all game. I can't believe we've made it that many episodes and not just landed right over there to check out the chest here. But I don't think I ever went on top of this spaceship either, so we're gonna hop up here and see if we can find a golden chest. There's a bunch of spaceship up here, and I think I flew up here once just to see what was up here, and I didn't really find anything, but maybe we did. The problem is going to be I'm not going to remember. No, here it is. I'm not going to remember if I got some of these or not until we come out here and try and get them. Some great materials here as well. So things that we've left on the table for quite some time. Well, let's bring these resources back up here to the base. And again, today's episode is just going to be a little bit about exploration and trying to get some of these things that we've missed while we wait for our recipes to tick up on our terraformation index. We're so close to unlocking the last few recipes here. And at that point, we'll kind of be in a holding pattern until the next version of the game comes out. I know that they've got a release schedule of sometime in Q3, I think, for a new version of the game here. We put a couple of additional aquariums outside for our other fish. I was curious if you could, and apparently you can. So we'll go ahead and drop these golden effigies off in the case here. Looking good, looking good. And I've got some golden seeds now. I'm trying to think. Those go in the flower spreaders? I think I've got a few flower spreaders out here still that are not yet running golden seeds, so might as well drop those in. I don't know what else I'd do with them. That's definitely a golden seed. I think these are... oh, there's one. There we go. Well, that works out nicely. Didn't even have to build any additional machines for that. All right, so with all that stuff dropped off here, we just unlocked something and I missed it. What did we unlock? Heading back, we just unlocked fish eggs and tier 2 butterfly farms. So let me go ahead and see how we're gonna make this tier 2 butterfly farm. And then we will see if we can make these fish eggs. Tier 2 butterfly farm is a lot of good stuff. All right, that's easy enough. I'm gonna get enough materials here to make 2 of them. And we're gonna just come right over here. I'm gonna spread them out a little bit from the ones that we've already got. Ooh, they're much bigger. And I can put 2 butterflies in each of these, it looks like. So let me start by grabbing these yellow butterfly larvae that we've got right out front. And we're gonna stick those right in there. Look at this thing, insects 14.25 kilograms. I like it. That's versus these, which are 7.5. All right, so I'm gonna get rid of these 2 real quick. And that's gonna give me most of the materials back to make another one, I think, yep. So let's go ahead and slap that down here. And then we'll grab the stuff out of a couple of these. There we go. And so these are making 9.5 kilograms per tick, where before we were making 900 grams or 750 with the red ones. Yeah, I've got some of these 1200 guys in here. So let me just pull the rest of these out. We're gonna make a few more of these because this is an awesome improvement over what we had. And I should probably go get the cloth that we need first before I use up all of our inventory space here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That'll be enough for 4 more. I love that the upgrades for things in this game generally make life easier, where you need less of something. Like it, after we've consolidated here now, we need less total butterfly things to do the same thing. We've got less machines out, which is a great state to be in. And I'm just gonna make sure we took the butterflies out of all of these. There we go. We're gonna come up 1 butterfly short of being able to fill this up. We're gonna need to go make ourselves another butterfly here to get this thing maxed out. That's all right. And we might as well use the materials I've got here. We're gonna build 1 more, so we'll go for a total of 3 more. And this is really gonna take that insect number and skyrocket it for us. If I come in here and take a look, we actually don't have anything else in the insect tree that we need to be raising. It's just gonna raise our overall biomass index here, which is awesome. So I will go ahead and keep that running though. Let's come over here and just see what these are. Rare, mutagen, and fertilizer. We'll just keep this thing trucking. I'm gonna go dump these other materials out. We've got way too much stuff in our inventory. Oh, we've got so much of this fertilizer tier 2 here. Maybe we'll drop some of it off in a few of these other containers here. And that has restocked our bioplastic significantly as well. It's always fun to need less and less resources. Good deal. And then the other thing that we needed to do was take a look at these fish egg recipes. We've got 300 and a 500. We do have this golden fish egg up here. And then we've got 300 and a 250 up here. So once that thing's done, we're gonna need to take a look at this other recipe here. It looks like we've got the bioplankton C, tier 2 mutagen, and fertilizer is what we're pushing on up here. It's interesting that it's a tier 2 mutagen to make the better one. And then we just unlocked another one. That's the 100% that we just unlocked, which is odd. So let's go see if we can find a plankton C. I think we used them all up in our previous explorations here. And I don't have the drones bringing them back just yet because there's just so many of them. We don't really need that many of this plankton stuff. So I'm gonna grab the C's and we'll let that thing keep going. We'll bring these back with us and see if we can just knock out a couple of these eggs. Now, I might need to build a few more of these bio things real quick. We're gonna bring a few of these materials back up with us. What are these things called? The incubators. We're gonna need some more incubators here, but let's put the C in here. What was that for the C? I needed the tier 2 mutagen. Oh, fertilizer, of course. How could I forget the fertilizer? All right, let's see what that cooks out for us. We've got another 1,000 butterfly. I was hoping for a 1,200, but we'll take what we can get, slap it in there, and let me see if we can make another incubator here real quick. Tier 2 fertilizer, super alloy tree bark. All right, we got all that stuff. I'm not exactly sure where to put this, so we're gonna line them up on the back wall in the lab here. Oh no, we've ran out of power. How is that possible? Let's go ahead and just grab the stuff for a nuclear fusion reactor. That's 5 quartz and 4 super alloy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. My goodness, it's been a long time since the base has shut down. We gotta keep things going, and as always, I'm gonna pop this stuff right over here and next to all this other stuff. There we go. Everything's back up and running. And with this new incubator here, we were going to be trying to make more of these fish eggs. So I needed more mutagen tier 2 is what we're lacking for that. That's all right. It's super easy to make. We're gonna make a couple of these up real quick. And C fertilizer mutagen go. While that's cooking, let's come over here and see what this made. We got some 400% eggs. Very nice. So we're gonna do the same thing right there. And that means we're gonna come in here and take out these 250s and replace them with a 400. That's gonna give us some nice bonuses there. Our animal stuff is ticking up here in a very good rate. We're about to hit 300, I think, which will be nice. But as you can see, we've got to get up to 2.5 tons to get to the next thing. I think this fish display is just a box I can put on the wall to show things off. So not exactly exciting, but we will get up to having more fish eggs at 35 kilotons. And just really more fish, a better fish farm, and some seed lermas, which we've got a ton of, common larvae, which I can pick up. So really there's nothing exciting in the rest of this animal tree other than just unlocking it for the sake of unlocking it. The big unlock comes here at 42 kilotons on the aquarium tier 2. That's gonna unlock more animals for us. It's just gonna work better than the smaller aquariums, I'm guessing. If you could see here, I do have 2 insect spreader rockets. I guess I could get another insect rocket. That'd be a good thing to give us a boost on the insect level. Let's go ahead and do that. I think that an insect rocket is going to require a rocket engine to start with. So let me see if we've got the stuff to make one of those. I can't imagine we don't. Maybe we'll even do 2 of them. There we go. And then I'm almost positive that it's going to require some bees, which somebody mentioned. These things here are also capable of generating bees, not just the honey. So we're going to go ahead and double check those. I've got a few of them over at this other building, and I suspect that they're going to get all backed up here. Yeah, they're all full of bee larvae, which means we're not producing honey. So I've got to keep my eye out on these, keep everything running here. But all of that bee larvae means that we're going to have plenty of bees to send this insect rocket up. I can't remember what else we need, though. Looks like osmium rods and mutagen, tier 2. So the osmium is going to be the bottleneck for us here. I'm going to go check this other building. I know we're bringing osmium out here to make our pulsar quartz, so maybe I've got some sitting in here. We've got 3, and that's not too bad. I'm going to steal what we can, and then we're going to head back up to the base here. I'm going to teleport out to our osmium mine and just check to see if we've got any sitting out there that we can grab real quick to help us get to a couple of rods. I did add a second a tier 2 osmium mine off camera at some point, just because we're coming up real short on osmium of all things. And I just wanted to make sure that we were producing as much as we can right now. It looks like we are, and all that's being hauled back to base, so nothing to report on that front. Well, I guess we'll just go back to the base and maybe start heading back out to more wrecks, since we're waiting on osmium. Pop in here. We got more 400% eggs. Let me see if we can drop those off somewhere. We'll upgrade these 325s. Good deal, good deal. All right, well, while we wait for things to tick up here, we need some more food. Let's go see if we can clear another one of these wrecks here. We're gonna head on over to the one right on the side of the base here and see if we can slap in one of these reactors over here. I don't think we did this one yet. I can't actually recall now. Is this the one we started with, or did I do the other one? Let's just work our way in here and find out. Like I said, I kind of forget a lot of what we've done here. It's been so long since we started working our way through things, and I'm trying to remember where things are at in here. Let's see, we come in, we go not that way, come back here. Is there not an actual reactor in this particular ship? Huh. I don't know. I swear there was one in here, but apparently not. All right, well, let's keep trucking here. I'm going to come over to the other shipwreck over here. I know for a fact there's a reactor in that one, and we'll see what there is to find, if anything. All right, let's see what we've got in here. It's been a minute since we were over here. Now, one thing I just noticed is I could go either side here. So let's go over here and see what we see down the ladder here. Just making sure those aren't anything I could pick up. Yeah, I know somebody was saying in the comments that if you leave stuff on the shelves, they will go away after a period of time, but we're dozens of hours into the game and all of that stuff is still there, so I'm not too worried about stuff disappearing that we're not picking up here. And quite honestly, I don't really need eggplant seeds. So we're gonna just continue to leave all of that stuff laying around here. I'm just doing one last big check of everything, make sure we didn't miss anything too important here. We've got quite a few chests and stuff laying around. Oh my goodness, lots of iron. Seems silly, but we are running low on iron of all things back at the base, so I'm gonna bring some of this back with me. And yeah, other than that though, there's a whole lot of nothing down here, so let's just keep working our way through the ship here. We're gonna head back over onto the main side of the ship now. Oh, that's right, we've got all this technical debris that we couldn't get the last time we were here, so we might as well grab that. Free circuit boards. And here we go. This is the reactor. Before we grab that though, let's get all of these technical debris real quick. Keeping an eye on my inventory space. We got not a lot of room. We picked up all this iron, and maybe we'll have to come back in here for that at some point. However, let's drop this fusion reactor in here, get that going, drink our water. And there we go, it's all locked up. So let's see if we can find our way to some of the other doors here. I'm guessing, yep, here we go. We opened multiple doors up here, very nice. Lots of technical debris in here still. Ooh, all kinds of goodies. Not really anything we need a ton of. I'm gonna drop a little bit of this iron though. We got ahead of ourselves when I picked all that up apparently. Ooh, look at all the nice rods and stuff. We'll pick some of those up for sure. I don't need any of this other stuff though, my goodness, we've got so much of it. I have to say, as we've gotten into the end game here, so many things that used to be really important and we get excited about are now just like, ah, yeah, whatever. Oh, there's that osmium rod I need for doing the satellite. So we'll grab that for sure. And oh man, look at all of this stuff. We'll grab another osmium rod. Sadly, a zeolite is no longer a prime material, so we'll ditch some of that. And you know what? Iridium rods are easy to come by. Let's just grab some more of this. I'm not going to run back and forth a million times here today. Most of these materials are something we've already had, so no need to stress out about them. And I'm just checking to make sure that I don't find anything I can deconstruct to work my way into a new area. Good deal. All right, well, let's head on back down and see if any other doors opened up that we hadn't seen before. I don't really think so. This area looks pretty much the same. Maybe this way? Yeah, there's a whole bunch more of those chips. We've got more rods and rocket engines. Oh my goodness, all kinds of good stuff. I'm going to take the rocket engine and the super alloy rod just for the fun of it. The rest of this stuff, we can come back for here in a few minutes. I was actually kind of expecting that door to open up. Well, let's go ahead and run some of this stuff back out here, and we'll run right back here in a second. Oh, we don't have anything here. I'm just going to dump the stuff in here and at least haul it out of the ship while we're here. All right, we've got all of the stuff I really cared about out of there, and oh, we're having a super alloy shower. How awesome. Well, I'm not going to stop and try and pick any of that stuff up. We've got more than enough now. I'm just going to run this stuff back over here to the base. It would help if I was going the right way. We'll get all these crazy materials dropped off here, and we'll head back out and see if we can find some more of these golden chests. All right, well, with all of that stuff sorted back into the base, I've grabbed those 2 osmium rods that we found, and we're going to come up here and see if we can kick off these insect spreading rockets now. This should majorly give our insect rates a much needed boost, and we should hopefully see this terraformation index continue to tick up. Oh my goodness, it's flying off kilter again. What did we hit? Oh, probably the tree that's creeping in onto the platform. Well, maybe it's just going to go spread some insects over there on the other side of the mountains. Well, that's fine. That area is already somewhat cursed. And we'll get another one going here just because why not? Might as well get all the bonuses going. Kind of curious if that's going to bump into the tree again like the last one. Yeah, it is. Oh, look at that. That's epic. Okay, well, we're just apparently launching missiles over the mountains there at our neighbors or something. I don't know what's going on there, but luckily it's just a handful of bees. So let's head on back in here, and I'm kind of curious now to take a look at our monitors and see the insects are ticking up here. Not as fast as I thought they'd be after launching 2 more rockets. I mean, we're ticking one every, 30 seconds or so here, but that's all right. We're up to 4 insect rockets now, which is actually faster than our seeds or our asteroid attraction rockets, which is oxygen and heat. So that's all right. We're doing pretty good here. Plants has been really bumped up. I guess there's really not anything left to unlock here. It's just about driving this biomass forward. We're almost to the 35 kilotons, which is going to get us this next seed unlock, the last of the seed unlocks that we have here for fish eggs, which will maybe allow us to go a little bit faster. Really, this 42 kilotons is the magic number here. But in order to get there, I think I need to get these better eggs unlocked at 35. So we've got just a minute to go here on that. I'm going to go ahead and drink some water, eat some food, and clean out the rest of this inventory. I don't have enough osmium to launch anything else. And I really think we're going to wait on the fish eggs. We've replaced most of the fish eggs now. Let's give it a second and see what happens when we get that last fish egg unlocked. All right, with that out of the way, let's head on over here by the aluminum area. My notes say that we missed a golden chest over here. Now, I already got one that was, I believe, right under here somewhere. So we already got the one that was under the water. Well, there wasn't water here originally, but I think there's another one somewhere out here in the aluminum hills. There's our fish eggs unlocked. We'll head back and check that out in just a second. I'm trying to figure out where this thing would be. Somewhere over on the far end of this, I believe. We're gonna fly over here and see if we can figure it out. The coordinate system is a little bit confusing to me here sometimes. I'm trying to figure out exactly which way is which on all of this. Oh, and there we go, we've got it. So base is over there. There's a golden chest right underneath this pillar. My goodness, look at all this stuff. Lots of these golden flowers, which would have been really useful in a slightly earlier stage of the game here. But, oh well, we're past that now. We've still got a few spots that we can stick them. Not going to, what do you call it, look a gift horse in the mouth? Kick, I don't even know the saying. We're gonna just be happy we found it and continue to collect all these parts and drag them back up here to the base. I'm kind of curious just how many of each of these golden effigies are on and about the map, and if they're like all of the same type, if there's different types. We've gotten a ton of these rockets now, I feel like, but I'm going to drop this flower off first. I feel like I've got at least one more of these flower spreaders over here that's still running a subpar flower, so we'll get that dropped in there. And we'll go ahead and put this other thing in the display case and kind of take stock of how many of these we've got. So just taking a look, we're already up to 4 of these rocket effigies. And then I've got 2 of a couple of these other ones. And oh my goodness, there it is. The ore extractor tier 3. We've been waiting for you all game. Osmium rod. Of course we're going to need an osmium rod. That's going to take a minute, but the first ore extractors we're going to upgrade are the osmium ones. Awesome. Well, as long as we're back at the base here, let's take a quick look at what this other egg is going to take to make. Which egg did we just unlock? We unlocked, oh, 150%. Well, that's not even useful. Who needs that? I guess they expected me to start unlocking these before we got down into the animal section, maybe? Weirdness. We did things apparently somewhat out of the desired order for the game here. Either way, we don't need any more of those. We just need to get up to this aquarium, and that is going to completely unlock everything in the main tree. So I feel like outside of building a few of these things, we've pretty much wrapped up all the things there are to do here. I mean, we've got just these 5 unlocks left here related to animals, and that's not going to take that long at all. Well, let me clean out the inventory here and see if we can get a tier 3 miner set up on our osmium situation. Well, we do fortunately have enough osmium to make an osmium rod here, so I think that's going to be everything I need for a tier 3 extractor. I'm so excited. We're going to just zip on out here and slap her down. I think rather than tearing down one of those right now, we're just going to put this down first and see how it goes. There we go, 1 tier 3. And did I even need to drag it out here is the question. I wonder. Let's deconstruct this for a second. I'm gonna take this back to the base and see what happens if I put it down in the base area. If I can just pick the resource that we want, or if I still have to be in the appropriate biome. That's kind of the question here. It's a new piece of equipment for us, so inquiring minds always want to know. I can't just put it down out in the wild. Oh, I can. There we go. And if we come up here, I do have to have it in the right biome. Okay, good to know. Let's get back out there and put this thing in the ground. And here we are, 1 tier 3 extractor, like so. Osmium it is, and you are going to supply your osmium to the world. Now, ooh, it's even got a little display showing me what we're mining, which is actually quite cool. I'm just kind of curious to know how long it's going to take to mine a piece of osmium doing this. More than a couple seconds. Well, either way, it's an upgrade, and I think that it's enough of an upgrade that we can just deconstruct one of these. There we go. And I'm gonna kind of hope that that's gonna be enough to let me get another one going here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Not quite. We're going to need one more, so we might as well just grab all of this stuff out of here. Not enough to deconstruct it. We'll let this guy do his thing. I guess I'm going to have to run back to the base and empty out some of our inventory here. We just ended up with a few too many items from emptying that all out. All right, a couple of trips back and forth real quick, and I should have the materials necessary to put down a second one of these. Tier 3 drills. We'll go ahead and get this all set up for osmium, set up our drones, and we should be rolling in the osmium here sooner or later. This is gonna let us really keep things moving here. We're already producing and got drones coming out to get the osmium out of this machine. So I think we're good to go now finally on all this. We're gonna have to obviously upgrade some of our other resource collectors here, our miners, to tier 3 at some point as we continue forward. But really, osmium is the core thing kind of holding us back at this stage, so I'm not too worried about it. We've got a lot of upgrades done here in the base now, and if we actually take a quick look here, you can see our animals are just flying through the KG, at least right now. Our insects are ticking up ever so faster now that we've got the rockets going, and it's just a matter of holding out for 42 kilograms for the aquarium now to really get the animals ticking up faster, I think. So while that's all going here, we still got a couple more golden chests here that I wanted to find this episode, and we'll jump right into it. Supposedly I missed one in the iridium mine over here, so I'm going to go ahead and run into the iridium caves and see if I can figure out where we didn't find a golden chest in here. If we look around over here somewhere, I'm not quite sure where it's supposed to be. Somewhere up here. Oh, and there we found it. Okay, so there's this big rock rubble here, and way down in this little crevice, there's another golden crate and more spaceship effigies. I was really hoping we get a little bit more variety in our statues, but maybe all of the golden chest ones are these spaceship statues? I don't know. But alas, we found another one, folks. We're going to have to start keeping track of how many we found here, because I'm definitely jumping all over and just grabbing the ones that were near the base that people have mentioned to me. Like I said, I've got a list over here that's got a bunch of them, but I'm trying not to, completely cheat my way through this. I haven't watched any videos on where to find these or anything. I'm just trying to kind of explore around and find what's laying around in the caves here. So I've got high-level direction on, like, hey, there's one in the iridium caves that you should go check out. And so we're gonna keep working our way through things and see if I can locate them all. And we may have to get a little bit more help as we get to some of the latter ones, but for now at least, we're gonna just keep filling up these display cases. We're almost to a full display case of just these rockets. And I've got another golden seed. I don't think we've got any more of these flower spreading things out here. I guess I could always build another one. It's not like we're short on materials, and you know what? Our butterflies may appreciate some flowers, so I'm gonna put one right back here. There we go. A little bit of extra plants never hurt, and we'll get some nice flowers by the base for the flower butterflies. That'll be good. Now the last one I want to find is somewhere around this wreck area, I've been told. So I'm kind of looking around here. The hint that I've been given is that it's not like up on top of something. It's somewhere around on the ground level here. So we're just kind of flying around here, taking a look for it. And we'll see if I can find it. Now this is one, I swear, at times when I was back here originally, I thought that I saw it. There we go. Up from above, I saw it, and we didn't come down and get it at that point in time. So I'm excited to get this one, because this is one that I know I saw in video, and I was like, oh, I need to go down and get that, but I didn't want to have to get back down from up above there. So I'm excited. We got one more, and this one is a escape pod for a change, which is awesome. And we've got more rocket engines, which is super cool. So let's get this stuff back up to the base and check in on things. We've got to be getting close to unlocking the animal biodome tier 2s. I really want to get that going here. It's our last big structure that we haven't unlocked yet here in Planet Crafter, so I'm excited to try and get everything unlocked. All right, we're up to 3 of these drop pods, so I figured, why don't we put them in their own case here? They're starting to stack up, looking good. And let's see, where are we here on the biomass? Almost a 40, 39.5. We've got to get to 42 on that to unlock that last building. So we'll keep trucking here on stuff. Our fish are looking good there. Oh, and we unlocked another one over here. This is only a 300%er. So if we come over and look, I've got 400s in these. 400, yep. Doing good. I think even the ones outside have got to be pretty good. Oh, there's a 250. We can swap up to a 300%. And these are both 3 or 325, looking good. All right, on our continued quest to make sure I've got all of the gold chests here. We already got the one, I think it was right under here. But somebody said there's one up on top of the falls here. So I'm gonna see if I can figure out how to get up here. I know, whoa, what is that? Is that a pulsar quartz asteroid? Well, that's going to be particularly useful when it eventually gets down to the ground here. I'm going to try and find my way up the side of this sand falls area, if I can, and see if we can find one up here somewhere. Oh, wait, is there a wreck back there? I don't think I've been up here before. Where is that thing going to land? Of course, it's going to land in the middle of that rock area. All right, we'll go down there in a second and get that. Let me see if I can find the chest that's up here. There it is. What do you know? Well, I keep finding all kinds of cool stuff up here. People are pointing me in the right direction, it would seem, which I much appreciate. We're gonna kind of keep going up here, though. I guess I should go down and get that pulsar quartz before it despawns, and then I want to go check out and see if that's actually a wreck back there that we just spotted that is something new that we haven't been to, because that would be pretty cool. I really don't even need the pulsar quartz at this point. It's more of the principle of the matter, it being the rarest resource in the game at this stage. I see lots of debris. I'm not seeing any pulsar quartz crystals, and I'm worried I'm going to get stuck in here. There's one. Well, folks, I am only finding one. Maybe once these rocks despawn on our way back through, we'll find something. I'm more inclined to go on this adventure, though, so up the hill we go. There's a whole area up here. Looks like there's several chests and such. We might as well grab a couple of things until we get full. I'm not gonna be too picky about it. And yeah, there's a whole wreck back here. I don't think we made it up to this one yet. Interesting. Maybe we have. Maybe. Man, I don't even know. Oh yeah, we've been in here before. I don't think there was anything to unlock though in here. We'll find out real quick, I guess. I don't remember having an awesome jetpack last time I was in here though. Oh wow. Yeah, we definitely didn't find this chest. I would never have left all that cool stuff in there. Oh man, look at all this stuff. Yeah, we didn't find our way back here, that's for sure. Oh, there's a, what is that, a tier 3 heater we could deconstruct? I don't have the room for that stuff though. We don't really need materials at this stage in the game anyway. It's just more of a, do we find anything cool, any lore items that we haven't found, that kind of stuff. Well, I'm not seeing a reactor that we can power or anything crazy like that, so we're just gonna take a quick look at the last of these chests and I think head on out. Oh man, more tier 3 heaters. We could deconstruct all of those. Oh goodness, so many resources. Well, we don't really need the resources, and look at that, our aquarium tier 2 just unlocked, so I think we need to head on back and build that real quick here. All right, we're back up here at the base, and I've got all of the materials for the aquarium tier 2, and looking at it, it's actually rounded out on the bottom as well as the top. And so I'm kind of wondering if that would go well here where we've already got it suspended in midair. I'm not sure if it's going to fit or not, so we're going to hop in here and take a look, see if this is going to be a good fit or not. And that's partially because this biodome serves no real purpose anymore. So I figure I might as well get rid of it here. And I'm going to climb on up here to the outside as I try and figure out if this is going to fit. There we go. It looks like it does. Let's see what that's going to look like. Yeah, it kind of clips into the other buildings here. Let's go inside and see how big of a deal that's going to be. That's kind of a big deal. We probably need to go up one more level here with it. Oh, especially because it puts me inside of it when we do that, and now we're kind of stuck. Okay, well, let's get out here, and we're gonna see if I can tear that down, and we'll move it up one more level here before we live with that. Trying to see, there we go, I can get to it. I need enough, what is it that I need to build one of these? 2 iron and a titanium. And of course I've got to get rid of this ladder for a moment here and see if I can hover my way up here enough to slap this thing down. There we go. And then we need to just go ahead and put this ladder back in here so I can get up into that room. And one more ladder to get up onto the roof again. Perfect. Now let's see what this thing is gonna look like if I put this right back on here and head on out here. Oh yeah, that's looking pretty snazzy, and I can put 3 fish eggs into this thing. I'm really curious to see how this is gonna work out. So let's go over here. I'm gonna grab all my best eggs, which are in the indoor aquarium here, I think. We're gonna get the 500%, the 400%, and another 400%. Here we go. Let's see what this is gonna do. That's gonna put my animal rate at 845 grams per second. Pretty nice. And look at all those fishies floating around in here. That's pretty sweet. All right, let's head back over. I'm just kind of curious what one of our other more mundane aquariums is pulling in right now. Yeah, this is only pulling in 25 grams per second. Now, admittedly, it doesn't have quite the same bonuses going there, but as you can see, we're ticking up in the single-digit column here, 1 per tick pretty quickly. Well, that's going to be awesome. We've got all of the top biomass unlocked now, and it's just going to be flying through to unlock these last few things here in animals. And so I think what we're going to do is wrap up today's episode here. And next episode, we'll hop on and see if we can finish up finding the rest of these golden chests while the stuff ticks in the background. And I think we're pretty much wrapping up with Planet Crafter here. We could obviously build a few more of these tier 3 miners out and about just to make sure our infrastructure's set up well, but quite honestly, we've accomplished what we've set out to do here. We've gotten through all of the content that's available right now in early access, and we're just waiting until we can get into the next expansion, which is going to add amphibians, I think, at some point in Q3. Hopefully you've enjoyed the episode, and like I said, stick around for the next one as we wrap up finding all of the secret stuff around the map. And then yeah, we're gonna have some new content, some new games coming to the channel here soon as well. I've already got a couple of things in flight, so stay tuned. That's all for today. Kedrick out.